Let's talk about probiotics and prebiotics. They're not the same thing, but they are two pieces to the health, wellness, skincare, and natural aging process that I absolutely love, and they work perfectly together. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss why they're so important, how they work, and all that good stuff. Hang tight. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Marima. I'm a 50-year-old mother of two, relocation consultant, writer, researcher, and lover of all things health, wellness, and natural aging. And today's topic is one that's really close to heart. I've actually been meaning to cover probiotics for a really long time. Kept putting it off, kept getting busy, whatever. But probiotics have been a staple in my family's life for as long as I can remember. Both of my kids have been taking probiotics daily since they were little. I take them every day as well. Probiotics are really kind of a hot topic now. I think when we started using them, it was not as well known of a supplement. But now with the popularity of kombucha and kimchi and all that good stuff, people are becoming more and more aware of why and how beneficial it is. What I don't think gets as much coverage or equal coverage are prebiotics. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about prebiotics and probiotics and why they're so important to take together for overall health, wellness, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What are prebiotics and probiotics? They sound kind of like the same thing, right? They're not. They're two very different things, but they work very closely together. Both of them play very important roles in our body, and I'm just going to break that down a little bit. Prebiotics are essentially a type of fiber that help to feed the good bacteria in your gut. Now, while you can't digest prebiotics directly, the beneficial bacteria in your body can. So prebiotics help that beneficial bacteria grow stronger and become more effective. On the other hand, probiotics are actually live beneficial bacteria that you consume through certain foods and supplements. These are the bacteria that are already living in your gut microbiome and that help you maintain a healthy digestive system. They're so important because they help with healthy digestion, overall immunity, and nutrient absorption. Prebiotics are food for the beneficial bacteria, and probiotics are the beneficial bacteria. So you may ask, if we already have that beneficial bacteria in our body, why do we need more? Well, it's pretty simple. And actually, there are a couple of different reasons, and I'm just going to go over a few of them here. While we do have beneficial bacteria that we produce ourselves, there are so many things that actually destroy or minimize the effects of that good bacteria that we have in our gut microbiome. Everything from stress, illness, improper dieting, and non-active lifestyle, aging, all kinds of things can affect our gut microbiome and really affect that beneficial bacteria so that it's not as abundant as it should be and not as strong as it should be in order to keep us healthy. And that's why supplementing your diet with that beneficial bacteria and then feeding it prebiotics to make it even more effective is so important. And while prebiotics and probiotics have a cornucopia of health benefits, I want to go over my four favorite. These are the four things that I tend to base a lot of my health and wellness choices around. And the number one is gut health. So gut health is basically the foundation of your overall health. And prebiotics and probiotics are essential for your gut to be healthy. When your gut's healthy, you tend to have less inflammation. When you have less inflammation, you tend to just be less sick in general. There's also a lot of research that shows a correlation between your gut health and your mental health. That's a whole other rabbit hole to go down to, but it's really worth looking into because when your body is in balance, your mind will be in balance too, for the most part. Now, a healthy gut is also important for a healthy immune system. So 70% of our immune system is actually based in our gut. And when you keep that beneficial bacteria in your gut in check by using prebiotics and probiotics, it really helps to keep your immune system ironclad. And really, we all know how important that is now more than ever. And who doesn't want fewer colds, a lessened severity of those colds when you do get them, and just an overall feeling of wellness? The third one is skin health. Again, healthy skin is usually a reflection of a healthy gut microbiome. There's a lot on the market to kind of help you with acne and breakouts, and while those things may work to an extent, it's a little bit frustrating that not enough healthcare providers point out the fact that so much of what happens on your skin is a reflection of what's going on inside your body. Again, inflammation will lead to things like eczema, acne, rosacea, and other types of inflammatory skin issues. When your gut is in balance, you're more likely to have healthier, glowy, or more supple skin and less of a propensity to break out. And this connection between your skin and your gut is also known as the skin-gut axis. It's not something we should be ignoring. So the next time you break out, go ahead and use your zit creams and your little stickers and whatever else you want to do, but also look into checking out your gut and making sure that it's balanced to reduce those breakouts and that skin inflammation. Now, the fourth thing, I love covering this, and I'm sorry my camera angles are weird, by the way, but I'm in a new house, so got to work with what I've got. Natural aging, that's the fourth thing, natural aging. I've talked about this before, but I just turned 50. I don't do Botox. I don't do injectables. I hate needles in general, unless they're acupuncture needles. And I'm just trying to go through this aging process as naturally as possible. So anything that's going to aid me in that, I'm going to be game for. How do prebiotics and probiotics help with a natural, graceful aging process? Well, let me tell you. When your gut is healthy, your body is able to absorb nutrients much more effectively, which is going to help your body fight off free radicals and really help to keep your cells and your skin healthier. Probiotics also can help reduce oxidative stress, and oxidative stress is a big culprit in accelerated aging. So once again, keeping your gut healthy is going to keep everything else pretty healthy and happy too. So how do you easily incorporate prebiotics and probiotics into your daily life? It's not difficult. There are a lot of really great foods that you can eat and that you can incorporate into your diet to make sure that you're getting prebiotics and probiotics. Now, that does come with a caveat. I am a big fan of supplements. And the reason I'm a fan of supplements, aside from eating healthy, is the fact that it is very, very difficult to get all of the nutrients, vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, probiotics that you need from a diet alone. Why is that? There are a couple of factors. One of them being that we live busier lifestyles now than ever before. So sitting down, or even before you sit down, taking the time to create these really amazing big meals full of all of the nutrition that you need is difficult. Finding time then to sit down and eat those meals is also difficult. It's also expensive to buy the sheer amounts of the food that you need that will equal out to all of the nutrition that you need on a daily basis. The other problem is that the food quality now, and I can only speak for our food quality here in the US, is not what it used to be. So when our grandparents were young, their food, the soil that their food was grown in, was a lot richer in minerals and all of the good things than our food is now. So a bowl of salad, for example, a small bowl of salad now will hold a lot less nutrition than a small bowl of salad would have for them. So we find ourselves in a situation where we would realistically have to eat double, if not triple, the amount of food that they ate in one sitting in order to gain the same type of nutrition that they did back then. Now, if you happen to have your own farm or homestead and you're able to really curate the quality of your soil and make sure things are fine, that's good. But the reality for the rest of us is quite different. So I'm busy. As you know from my other videos or from my blog, I hold multiple jobs. I've got 2 kids. I've got a special needs dog. So I don't have time to create these massive, beautiful meals. My meals are healthy, but I know that they're deficient because it's just the reality. And I also don't have time for multiple large, beautiful meals a day. So I'm a big fan of supplementation, making sure that the supplementation is high quality. And I'm just going to kind of go through a list of a few food ways to get prebiotics and probiotics, and then I'm going to talk to you about supplements. So food-based probiotics. What foods can you add to your diet that are really rich in probiotics? There are things like yogurt, kefir, kombucha, one of my favorites, kimchi, sauerkraut. And then for prebiotics, you've got garlic, onions, asparagus, oats, and apples as just a few examples. Again, those are all really beneficial. You should add them to your diet no matter what. But to get really like super boosted amounts of the pre and probiotics that you need, I recommend supplementation. And I also wanted to say, sometimes these foods like kombucha, I love kombucha. Kombucha has been like a health saver for me over the years. It's expensive. So I'd love to have 1 or 2 bottles a day, but that's not realistic. So that's why supplements are such a big deal and why I love them so much. Now, I recently got to try some pre and probiotic supplements by Trio Nutrition, and I'm really excited to share about them. I'm also going to drop links below where you can find them. My description box is always going to be full of good information and links, so check them out. The link to my blog is in there too. Now, the reason that I'm so excited about Trio Nutrition is because they've created these combination pre and probiotic kind of wonder capsules that I've really enjoyed taking. And I'm going through perimenopause, so my digestive system is, I don't even know, it's MIA, and it's been the cause of a lot of distress for me and discomfort. And taking these probiotics and prebiotic blends has really made a difference. So I highly recommend these regardless of your age, but if you're in perimenopause like me, you really want to check these out. The first one that I have tried and love is, let's see if I can get this to not get too glary, but Nirvana Kombucha. So I'm going to put my glasses on because old age. This is a probiotic and prebiotic blend that contains organic kombucha tea, and it is for bloating, wellness, and digestion. So you get the benefits of the prebiotics and probiotics and the kombucha that we all know and love. And then I've got I think one of my first videos was on the benefits of apple cider vinegar. If I'm not incorrect, maybe I wrote about it. I'll figure it out and I'll link it in my description box if I find it. But this apple cider vinegar plus probiotics is another, it's like a vacation for your gut. I have had such great results, just feeling so much better about my digestion and just a lot less bloating as well. And this one's great for detox. It eases bloating and it helps with your digestion. And if you're a big fan of apple cider vinegar like I am in general, they also happen to have apple cider vinegar and green tea. I've talked about the benefits of green tea before as well. The L-theanine in green tea is really another game changer. I shouldn't use that word so often, but it is, because it's got the ability to help naturally reduce stress, helps you have restful sleep and lots of other good stuff. So you're really getting a lot of amazing benefits. So Trio Nutrition has really kind of solidified my already strong love for prebiotics and probiotics. And it's been helping me a lot. So my digestion, I tend to suffer from anxiety ever since I was a child. And again, perimenopause just doubles up on that. And one of the first things that is affected when you have anxiety is your gut microbiome. It's just like, when you are feeling anxious, you get that kind of fight or flight feeling. And that can really affect your digestion and just how you feel. And again, when your hormones are out of whack, your digestion suffers. So having some backup is super, super key and important to just maintaining a sense of overall wellness. And trust me, when you're going through perimenopause, the last thing you want is digestive discomfort because everything else is enough as it is. So I wanted to share these amazing probiotics because they're the ones that have been working the best for me. And I've kind of run the gamut lately. I've had my favorites, but because I'm in kind of this life change now, I felt like a lot of the ones that I used to love and use just weren't working the same. These are excellent. So check them out if you're in need for a healthier gut and all that other good stuff. So prebiotics and probiotics, they're both beneficial, but they work best together. So you want to make sure that you're taking supplements that marry the two, and you're going to feel so much better because that's where you're going to see the best and biggest changes. That's it for now. I'm losing light. I don't have a fancy setup, so I gotta go with what's going on outside. Thank you so much for listening and for helping to rewire not just your adulthood, but your health with me. Please click like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know when I post another video. I post typically every other Wednesday, and I'll see you next time.